Laura Morlando, and I am a mentor and past officer of the American Businesswomen's Foundation. And I'm coming to you today on Equal Pay Day. Yes, that's right. Today on 2021, March 24th is Equal Pay Day for all women. And what many of you may not know, if you were like me, so show of hands, who wasn't even aware of what Equal Pay Day is? Or maybe show of hands, because this was me, that you don't even think Equal Pay Day affects you. That was me. I had no idea that it impacted me. I felt that I was lucky to have a job and whatever they paid me was the going rate. I shouldn't, beggars shouldn't be choosers was kind of what I always heard growing up. You take what you get, and if you work hard, you'll get what you deserve. And what I realized is that wasn't exactly how it worked. But as I went through the years and learned some skills and learned how to negotiate and speak up for myself, what I never considered were the missed opportunities that I never saw. And it wasn't until I got involved with the American Businesswomen's Foundation that I realized that equal pay has really had an impact on my career. I just didn't think it did. I thought, I didn't even know what it was, so it wasn't even a thought. It wasn't even a consideration. I was truly ignorant in the truest sense of the word. So if you're sitting there watching this and you think this doesn't affect you, I'm going to encourage you to think a little differently because it does. So let's decide first of all what it is. Equal Pay Day marks the day, so today, March 24th, marks the day into 2021 that women must work to make the same amount of money that men made in the whole 12 months of 2020. So let's think about that a little bit. So from January 2020 through December 2020, men worked and they got paid $1. Let's just use it for easy math. Women have to work all of 2020 and all the way into this day, March 24th of 2021, to make the same dollar. On average, women make 82 cents to the man's dollar. Now that doesn't seem equal to me, nor does it seem fair, but then it's a little bit, it just gets worse. Here's how it gets worse. When you factor in nationality, the equal pay numbers actually slip. Equal pay day for Black women is not until August 3rd. Equal pay day for Native American women is not until September 8th. And the last equal pay day of the year for Latinas is October 21st. That's almost working 2 full years to make the same amount of money as a white man makes for the same $1 for 12 months of work. That doesn't seem fair, right? So I didn't realize what it was. So now I hope you have an awareness of what it is. But let's talk about the impact on your career. You're not going to know that money's not being offered to you unless you negotiate, speak up, and ask. You're not going to know if the company you work for has a culture of equal pay unless they advertise it or you speak up and ask. So my first tip to all of you on this Equal Pay Day is one, awareness. Just be aware that one, know what equal pay day is. Know all the factors that go into equal pay. It's not just salary, it's total compensation. I would encourage you to read up on what's going on with the NCAA this week with the women's championship tournament in contrast to the men's tournament. There's a lot going on really showing the disparity in amenities and resources being made available to the athletes. Men are getting far more consideration than the women. That is a form of equal pay and compensation. So be aware, recognize it is impacting you. It's impacting all generations, but it is not just a woman's issue. So to all our gentlemen out there, our good guys out there, I want you to really take a look. We have to speak up for ourselves as women. We have to speak up for other women, but we need you as men to speak up as well and have the conversations and realize that if women are getting paid equally, then it affects the entire economy. And then the last awareness I will give you is this is not just an employee situation. When I looked back and really investigated on my career, I realized I was getting paid less than the men. And I thought I wasn't. I thought I was getting great salary, which I was, but it was still less than, and I was doing a higher title and higher work. So it didn't seem fair. But fast forward to being an entrepreneur. Surely I'm setting my own prices, and therefore equal pay should not be affecting me. But guess what? It still does. I hate to tell it to you, but it still does. The way people award contracts, the way that they do their pricing, they will award lesser contracts and bids to women than they will men. So be aware. That's number one, be aware. Number two, share the awareness. So this is the action I want you to do. Be aware, share the awareness, share this video, have a conversation today with your friends, coworkers, and colleagues and say, hey, did you know this? Hey, take a look at this and let's have a conversation. So be aware, share the awareness, and number 3, take action. A simple action, pat yourself on the back if you're watching this video, that's a great start. The next action, share it. Like I said, that's another great start. I would encourage you to go to the American Businesswomen's Foundation page. If you're watching this outside of Facebook, make sure you go to the American Businesswomen's Foundation page. I'll put the link in comments and like that page. And then go through the page and look at all of the articles and resources on this issue of equal pay and parity in the workplace. Educate yourself. Make sure you have the information and then share that information with everybody else. We hope that Equal Pay Day for all is December 31st. No longer will we have staggered equal pay days throughout the year. So I hope that you share this. I hope that you realize that this is impacting you. And even I'll leave you with this last thought. They're not expecting parity to be achieved until the year 2040 or 2050, depending on what estimate you're looking at. That means most of us will be of retirement age before we see parity. The sad thing about these numbers, it's not factoring in post-pandemic effect on women in the workplace and women's earnings in the workplace. We'll have to wait to see what the impact is, and I'm afraid it's going to set us back. So hopefully it won't, and it won't if we all take action today. So be aware, share the awareness, and then make sure to like the American Businesswomen's Foundation page. And if you're so inclined, please donate. And I'll put the link in comments too to both the page and where you can donate to the foundation so that we can continue this work of enlightening, educating, and equipping women on workplace issues and equal pay. I wish you much prosperity, and I look forward to celebrating Equal Pay Day, December 31st for all. Have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.